Alright, let me tell you this. In Japan, there's an easy way to make payments almost everywhere. This tiny piece of plastic is the most important thing you will need for your Japan trip. Let me show you what it is and how to use it. Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about Japan's IC cards. An IC card is like a transit card, like a Oyster card in London or Compass card in Vancouver. This card holds money that you can use to pay for public transport, like trains, buses. The only difference and most important to understand is that in Japan, this is not just a transit card. You can use this card to make payments for your food at the restaurant, your snack or coffee at the grocery store or the cafe, or even paying for your street food or a drink from a vending machine, pretty much like a credit card. And this card is accepted everywhere. It is the most useful thing you can get for your Japan trip. Now, where it gets confusing is there are more than 10 major cards to choose from. You may have read or heard about Suica, so this one right here, Pasmo or ICOCA when researching about Japan. But these are not the only cards. There are Manaka, Gitka, Sugoka, Minoka, and so on. However, they all work the same way. There's no card that is better than the other. Every card works throughout Japan, even if you bought the card in Tokyo and use in Fukuoka, for example, because they're all interconnected. Although there are so many IC cards, the only difference is who issues the card. Each cards are issued by a different company. For example, this Suica is issued by JR East, which is primarily in Greater Tokyo and nearby areas. Pasmo is issued by Pasmo Company, which covers Tokyo Metro as well. Depending on where you first arrive, you will have an IC card from that region. For example, if you land in Tokyo, either Haneda or Narita, you will either have Suica or Pasmo. If you first arrive in Osaka, let's say, you will get a ICOCA. Since most of the visitors first arrive in Tokyo, I will use that as a guide. Once you land at Haneda or Narita, you have the option to either get a Suica or a Pasmo. Both of these cards also have two versions, a regular card like this or a special tourist version, and they also have a digital version which I will explain later in the video, so stay tuned. But first, let's focus on the physical plastic IC cards. A regular card like this is valid for 10 years, but it will cost 500 yen as a deposit. The tourist version is free but only valid for 20 days. Suica's tourist version is called Welcome Suica and Pasmo is Tourist Pasmo. Apart from the validity, deposit rules, and the design of the card, there is no other difference. They work in the same fashion as regular card like this. You can either get a tourist version or a regular version, it is up to you. IC cards can be purchased at the train station throughout the city or at the train station at the airport after you land. If you are in Haneda, let's say, there's a ticket machine for Suica or Pasmo, and same for Narita. And like I mentioned earlier, it depends on who issues the card. The one keynote is that JR ticket machine will only dispense Suica, and Tokyo metro stations or other Tokyo lines may issue only Pasmo cards. You can also visit the train operator counter and they can help you out. The easiest option I would suggest is go to a ticket machine. Let's say you're in Haneda, and if you go to Kyoto line ticket machine, you just click purchase tourist Pasmo, select the amount you want to load initially, such as 1000 yen, insert the money into the slot, and the machine will give you back a Pasmo card. And it is same concept for Welcome Suica, but this time instead of going to Kyoto line, you need to go to the counter that says Tokyo monorail, and that is for the tourist version. But if you want to purchase regular IC card like this, it will deduct 500 yen and load the remaining money into your card. So let's say if you said 1000, then your card will have 500 balance, and 500 is a deposit for this card. Now that you have the card, you will need to know how to use it, and I will talk about it right now. But before that, if this video has been helpful so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. This will help me a lot. Using the IC card is very easy. When you enter a train station, touch your card on the reader at the gate and then it will open. You will also hear a beep, and when you leave your destination station, touch the card on the gate again, it will beep, and the machine will automatically deduct the fare from point A to point B. This way you do not need to buy paper tickets like this every time you travel on a train. For buses, first you board the bus and pay on the reader by the driver's side when you exit, and it will deduct one single fare. To pay for your food at the restaurants or convenience store, simply select or say IC card and tap it on the machine, just like how you tap your credit card. Remember, this works exactly like a credit card technology. Whenever you see a IC card logo, your card is accepted. As you continue using this card, money gets withdrawn and you need to load more money. At present, you can only use cash to top up a physical IC card. To top up, either go to a train station and on a machine, there will be an option to top up or recharge. Just insert your card, select the amount, enter the money, and it will load into your card. You can also go to a convenience store like Family Mart or 7-Eleven to top up. You will need cash on both of these options. As obvious, if you do not have enough money, it will not work when you try to make a payment. There's one tip. Let's say you entered a train station and you at least have a minimum balance enough to get in for few stations. Let's say you have 200 yen. The gate will let you in because it does not know how far you will travel. If you get off at a station where the fare comes to, let's say, 400 yen, the gate will not open because you do not have enough money in your IC card to cover the fare. The good thing is you can pay the remaining fare using a fare adjustment machine just before you exit. So in this case, add at least 200 yen, and once you tap the gate again, it will let you through. However, to use on a convenience store or a vending machine, you must have the balance before tapping the card. Every time you tap the card, the screen at the gate shows how much money you have left, which is how you know how much balance you have. Or you can check balance on the machines at the train stations, or go to the 7-Eleven or Family Mart and they will let you know. Now, here are some important things to know. You cannot use one card for two people. Each traveler needs their own card. If the traveler on your group does not need to pay for fares, let's say babies or small kids, they do not need to have their own card, unless they want a tourist version as a souvenir when you come back. If you are traveling on a train, not every areas are covered by IC cards. Both the origin and destination must be within IC card coverage area. In bigger cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, or Osaka, that is not an issue because almost every part of the city is within coverage areas, but this will be more like when you go somewhere outside. That area might not be covered. So the best thing is you ask the station attendant before you even tap your card, because once you tap your card and tap out, then it will deduct a minimum fare of whatever it is, 150, 160. Some private bus companies do not accept IC cards as a method of payment. Always look for IC card logo and confirm with the attendant or the driver if IC card is accepted. As of today, topping up or purchasing first physical card is with cash only. You pay slightly less with IC cards in comparison to paper tickets on trains. It comes to about 5 yen to 9 yen difference each ride. Like I said, tourist versions expire in 28 days. This also includes all the money on it. Currently, there is no refund on those, and any leftover balance will also expire. Regular versions of IC card like this can be returned at a ticket counter of the issuing company to get your deposit and balance back, but they will also deduct 220 yen for processing. The only thing to note is, let's say you have a Suica or Pasmo, you cannot return this at Osaka. It has to be returned to the issuing company in Tokyo. Same for ICOCA, you cannot return that in Tokyo. The maximum amount you can hold on a card at one time is 20,000 yen. As I mentioned earlier, because every card is issued by a different company, you cannot return Suica to Pasmo or Pasmo to Suica. So it has to be within the same region and within the same company. But let's say you bought this card at Narita airport, but if you want to return it at Tokyo station, you can do it as long as it is a JR East company. Alright, now let me talk about digital version. Digital cards are attached to your phone. You will not have a physical plastic card like this. They work same as physical card, but now it's on your phone. The advantage of this is that you can use your credit card to top up money or purchase the first card. I think this feature is the most useful for everyone. The other thing to note is digital cards are valid for 6 months. It is very easy to add a digital card to your phone. You do not need a separate app. Just go to your iPhone, go to wallet app, tap add on the top, select the transit card, scroll down to Japan and choose whatever card you would like and select the amount you want to load and the payment card that you want to pay, and that's it. You can even do this while you are at home before flying out. When you land, simply tap your phone to the IC card reader. Remember earlier I was showing to tap this card, but now instead of this card you can tap your phone. I cannot show my phone because I'm recording, but let's say this is the phone. You just tap it on the reader and it will work just like this card. But remember, this will still be a IC card, not Apple Pay. I have used both regular and digital versions and never had any issues. The only reason I'm using digital over physical is due to the convenience of top-up, as I can use my own credit card when I run out of gas, because you will use a lot of gas in Japan. Now to summarize, IC card saves you a lot of time, money, and make traveling in Japan very smooth. Make sure to get one as soon as you arrive or have one prior to leaving. If this video has been helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. My next goal is to hit 1500 subscribers in my YouTube, and I will appreciate your support. Have a safe travels and see you in the next video.